Hi, it's February 7th, 2022. This is Astrology Talk. So I know the moon's in Taurus now because everything is kind of slowed down and everything seems to be calmer. The weather has changed from sunshine and activity to rain and frozen rain here in North Carolina. And people not driving very much because the roads are slick and it's a little dangerous out there. So when the moon's in Taurus, people experience feelings of passion for the things that they have passion about. That can be other people and certain activities like cooking, furniture shopping, for example, gardening, singing, interacting with your pets more than usual in a very affectionate way. It's a time to take time for the things that you love to do and the things that feel good and comfortable and rejuvenating. It's a time to be around flowers if you are into flowers. I mean, who isn't into flowers? I don't know. But gardening and flowers are a really important time activity for people who have Taurus moons and when the moon is in Taurus. If you like to cook, you might make your favorite dishes or something really delicious to eat today and the next day. It's a time when you immerse yourself in things that feel comfortable. So another aspect that's happening along with the Taurus moon, or because of the Taurus moon, there is a trine with the planet Mars. So again, Mars is in Capricorn. So Mars is busy influencing people to construct things that feel like a new beginning or a continuance of something that feels like a strong foundation. And the activity and action and energy that's put into things at this time is really, really strong and directed when things are in earth signs, Capricorn and Taurus being earth signs. Another thing that's happening is a trine with Venus. Venus is in Capricorn as well, and it's just a great trine. A trine is 120 degrees, and it's considered a favorable aspect. And just incidentally, I pretty much only talk about favorable aspects or the major aspects, the trines, the sextiles, the conjunctions, the squares, and the oppositions, because those are the major ones, and there's like a bazillion other mathematical calculations you can make with an astrology chart, which have names and all that, as far as what type of aspect it is. But to keep it simple, I like to just talk about the major ones, because the aspects in and of themselves and the math and everything doesn't really mean that much to people who aren't studying astrology. It's all about the symbolism and the dynamics, and people really care about what is happening in their lives. And the math and the numbers and all that doesn't really make that much difference to people, right? I mean, So anyway, the trine with Venus. I mean, Venus in Capricorn is like even an expansion of the Taurus moon in terms of expression and influence. Because number one, Taurus is is a sign that is ruled by the planet Venus, and Venus in Capricorn just adds solidity and structure and manifestation to whatever any other earth sign, any other planet in any other earth sign is influencing us to do. So with Venus in Capricorn, people are directed, they feel focused. Even if you don't typically feel focused, you can definitely feel focused with Venus in Capricorn as it is now. And with a trine with the moon, it just makes you, actually it's not uncommon for people to be like happy, during this time. I mean, just feeling this sense of celebration of their life, or groundedness. If you've been searching for that, or you want to feel that, this is a good time where you will feel like your feet are on the ground, so to speak, and you have some attachment that is healthy to what you're doing and what you're thinking and who you're hanging out with. And so it's really a good time right now, while the moon's in Taurus and in a trine with Venus and Mars. The moon in Taurus is also, will be conjunct the planet Uranus, which is also in Taurus. Now the moon moves a degree every 2 hours. So if you just generally want to figure out where, what degree it is, you can just figure out that, at what time it started at 0, a couple hours later it'll be 1 degree, and a couple hours after that it'll be 2 degrees, that's what I'm talking about. But Uranus, the planet Uranus, is at 10 degrees, so generally speaking, the moon will conjunct the planet Uranus in 20 hours. So, from when it went into 1 degree, and 0 degrees. So, I figure that it's close enough for a conjunction right now, just because the planet Uranus has a wide impact, impact over a wide area of people and events, and that's because it's so far away. The further away it gets from Earth, the less pinpointed it is in terms of influence, in my opinion, from my studies. And so the closer a planet is to Earth, the faster it moves, and the shorter the influence is, and the more concentrated it is. That's what I've observed. And for analysis and symbolism, it works. So, the planet Uranus is typically associated with events that happen when you don't expect them to, and insights that come like lightning bolts and flashes of light kind of thing. Technology is a big one associated with the planet Uranus, and any kind of event that's happening that doesn't have a predictable or regular action to it. So with the moon cruising by there with planet Uranus, making a conjunction to that, there could be, in my opinion, some interesting things happen in terms of humor. That's one thing Uranus always brings, is your take on a situation is like, oh my gosh, and that's kind of funny. So, and it never brings like horror and, the sense of doom or anything. It enlightens you, the planet Uranus, and it's out there in Taurus, and has been for a while, and will continue to be for, I'll have to look it up, but I think it's pretty, some years it's going to still be in the sign of Taurus. So the moon is going to cruise by there, and the moon has to do with your feelings, and so an example of an event that might occur with the moon in Taurus conjunct the planet Uranus is that you might go somewhere with some friends or something and see some people that you haven't seen in a long time, or go to a movie, for example, and really enjoy it when you weren't sure, but you went anyway. They're just kind of unexpected, plot twists, or unexpected things that happen that are typically enjoyable with the Taurus moon, and that everyone as a group will, or whoever you go with, if you do something together with somebody, or if you're working out in the garden, you might find some interesting mushrooms that you didn't see yesterday, or your animals might do things that you find particularly amusing and pleasant. And so it's a good time, the moon in Taurus, in my opinion. I mean, from my observations and my analysis of the signs, I enjoy the Taurus moon because it is really a solid influence that makes me feel connected, more connected, more grounded, and I like that. So if you have any questions, please send me a comment or put a comment on the YouTube. And if you want any information about your own chart or anything like that, just put it in the comments or send me an email at patriciacraven817@gmail.com. So thank you very much for your time and for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow.